Hey there, how are you? Dr. Dave here. I want to come on. I'm at actually right now Japanese Gardens in Seattle, doing a little road trip now, and it's really beautiful. And I just wanted to do a little short video for you because this morning I microdosed 0.125 grams. Remember, you got to get your metric system right. 0.125 grams is equal to 125 milligrams. Somebody messaged me a very short time ago, within the past couple of days, and they said they've got a scale and they're trying to figure out this whole gram thing in milligrams. It's pretty easy. Just check it out. I can probably try to do a video for you if you want on actually measuring on the scale, but that's not the point of today's video. So let's get back to today's topic. So I did 0.125 grams this morning, which is a very typical microdose for me. I'd microdose anywhere from about 100 milligrams to 350 milligrams, and totally get on with my day and function perfectly, and I feel really good. But today, for some reason, this is the second time in 2 weeks I microdosed the 0.125 grams, and I feel definitely trippy. If the word floating is a good descriptor, or just a little, it's very hard to describe. It's not like a high. It's not like a marijuana high at all. It's very hard to describe. It's hard to put into words, but I just kind of feel like I'm floating a little bit above where I should be. Well, or not where I should be, but because it's actually good, but it's almost like it's not enough. Like, again, I'm like in a weird in-between space. And I've been thinking about this, and I definitely have a lot going on lately. That there's no question the microdosing has helped me an incredible amount over the past year. I mean, it's changed my life. But I guess when weird stuff comes out, the mushrooms can magnify it. And I wouldn't say obsessed is the right word, but I've been a little bit anxious about the war in Ukraine, and just the crazy stuff going on in the world. And I remember back now, and maybe the mushrooms are helping me do this, but I remember back when I was younger, and the Vietnam War was going on, and I was very, very, very worried about a nuclear war and the Vietnam War expanding and engulfing everybody up into like a just big ball of flames. And even at age 10, 11, and 12, I probably would have been ripe for a psychiatrist, because it was really getting me down. So, and then we got through the Cold War, and now fast forward to now, craziness has returned. I mean, there's always been craziness, but not like this. So I'm probably a little bit out of my comfort zone, and probably the mushrooms are telling me this, and they're elevating my sensation from doing even a microdose. I feel like a little bit out of it, and definitely trippier. But maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's going to force me a little bit more to write in my journal, to think, to meditate, to figure out why I feel like this. And so I think in all, in retrospect, it's a good thing. It's probably a good thing, not a bad thing. But I just wanted to come on and share with you that, depending on what's going on in your life and your thoughts and your psyche and what's going on in the world around you, microdoses can have a different effect every time you do them. Sometimes you'll be able to totally function, and they'll be just kind of going in the background, which they should be. Other times, if you have some weird worries, or I shouldn't say weird, because worries are not weird, worries are real. But if you have stuff going on in your life, the mushrooms could bring them out more, and you could feel a little bit different than you do in a typical microdose. And when that happens, I recommend you take out your journal, start thinking, write down how you're feeling, why you think you're feeling, how you think you can change, and work through it. That's what I'm doing. I don't have my journal with me this second, but it's back in my car, and I carry it almost wherever I go. And I do a lot of thinking, and I do a lot of writing, and it does seem to help. But I just want to come back on and share with you that, a microdose is not a microdose is not a microdose. It depends on so many things. And the way I feel today, it does not feel like I took a microdose. It feels like maybe I took more of a mini to a museum type dose, which typically I feel probably the way I would feel on about a gram. Not tripping, but trippy, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not seeing patterns or colors or visuals or anything like that, but I feel trippy. it's not a bad thing. It is what, I hate this expression, but it kind of is what it is. I mean, that's just the truth. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you. Keep that in mind. Hope you're all having peace in your lives. I'm trying to work through some things that are just, political things that are going on in the world. They just really, really suck. And I just hope we all get through this. We will, but it's just a shame what's going on. It really is. Human beings are probably some of the worst animals on the planet, probably the worst, that stupidest animals on the planet. Why do we do this? Why do we do this to each other? It's just stupid and uncalled for. Okay, I'll stop now. This is not medical advice, remember. I'm your friend talking to friend. Love you. I'm Dr. Dave. See you next time. Very soon it will be, I promise.